In this video, we answer 4 questions about how to set your air conditioner in the summertime. 1, what's the best temperature for your air conditioner to be set at throughout the summertime? 2, how do you save money with your air conditioner settings? 3, should your air conditioner be set to auto or on? And 4, what's the coldest your air conditioner can be set at and still function properly? So if you're a homeowner and you would like weekly tips on your heating and air conditioning system and save some money, please subscribe and keep watching. Hey, I have a bunch of questions about air conditioning settings for the summertime. What is the best temperature for your air conditioner to be set at in the summertime?
It's going to be the temperature that you are most comfortable at. That's going to put us in the 75 to 80 degree range. As soon as I say that, there's going to be people out there saying 75.
That sounds hot.
Oh my gosh, that's terrible hot.
My husband would die.
It really is whatever you're most comfortable at. Another thing is how accurate is your thermostat? So many times it's a couple of degrees off, and you think that you're maintaining your temperature at 75, but you're actually maintaining 72.
Also, I think where your thermostat is. Do you remember I lived in a house once where the thermostat was behind our TV? Where the heat from the electrical components was messing it up. So if somebody was wanting to save money on their air conditioning costs, what are some settings that they can use to save the money?
Well, that's a good question, because a lot of people will have now programmable thermostats. These are thermostats that can change the temperature several times during the course of the day. If your home is working adults and they're leaving at 7:30 in the morning and they're coming home at 4:30 in the afternoon, does it make a whole lot of sense to maintain the temperature of your home at that comfortable setting when no one is there? You certainly can save money by doing that. Having said that, that example I gave is, so I come home at 4:30 in the afternoon. That is the hottest part of the day. To expect my house to, I let it warm up 3 or 4 degrees during the day, and now at the hottest point in the day, I'm saying, no, I want it 4 degrees cooler than that. Cut your air conditioner a little bit of slack, and so if you're coming home at 4:30, 5 o'clock, you should be thinking about changing your setting at 3.
So also, if people do leave during the day, how big of a temperature difference is too much or too little?
Right, and that's a good question. And I'll say 5 degrees at the very most. When we get into the really extreme parts of the day, maybe you don't even want to do that. 2 to 3 degrees makes a big difference. But there is some false economy to go the other way. Oh, well, gee, let's basically turn the air conditioner off during the day, then expect to be comfortable at 5 o'clock in the afternoon. You really don't want to do that. So as we get into the more extreme parts of the summer, you're going to narrow that temperature spread. Really, now we're just concerned about, let's just maintain a comfortable temperature. Something that people really don't think about. And it's always interesting when we come into a situation where the air conditioner has been off because something broke. And we come in and it's a hot day and the house has warmed up 10 degrees. It is unbearably hot. And we turn that air conditioner on. Understand that everything in the house is 10 degrees too hot. We have to cool everything down. The expectation when we're in that situation where things really warm up is we will tell folks, this is going to run. When you go to bed tonight, you're going to wonder if it's still working or not. Let's not do that to ourselves. Let the house warm up 7 degrees on purpose and then expect it to cool back down. There's a little bit of false economy because now it's going to run nonstop.
Yeah, it's going to take forever. Should the air conditioner be set to auto or on?
Now, what we're referring to there is the blower switch. Most folks will look at their thermostat and they've got the system controls. That's where it's heat, cool, off. The other is the blower switch. And so, yes, you see that auto and on. And what that means is when in the auto position, the blower of the system is automatically going to come on with the air conditioner. When we put it in the on position, the blower is going to stay on all the time. Some thermostats call that circulate. This is very effective at nighttime. If you've got a 2-story house, we have a lot of 2-story homes in our area. The upper levels of the house are always warmer because the heat just naturally rises to the high points in the house. And by running that blower in the on position, you're going to be constantly circulating the air. You're going to notice a huge improvement especially in the morning. You wake up in the morning and the room is kind of stuffy. The air conditioner hasn't been on. It's been cool outside. And you go downstairs, and every step of the stairway, you almost feel what feels like a temperature degree cooler as you go downstairs. And once you hit the bottom of the staircase, it's like, oh, now this is a nice temperature down here.
Mm-hmm.
And by running that blower, you're going to see a huge improvement in that scenario right there, where it's going to be more the same temperature upstairs than it is downstairs.
It's best for allergies, right? Because when the temperatures aren't so bad, that's usually when things are blooming and allergies are kind of at their peak.
Good point. The weather is milder, and so the air conditioning cycles aren't very long.
Right.
And your air cleaner that's downstairs in your comfort system, it's not working if the blower's not on. There's a lot of folks now have high efficiency blowers, what we call variable drive blowers. They're extremely efficient to operate. And so, for instance, here at my house, the blower runs all the time, year round. So things like our ultraviolet lighting system downstairs, our germicidal lights, our air cleaners for pollens and things like that, those are running all the time.
What is the coldest your air conditioner could be set at?
And still function properly. There's lots of variables there. I will just tell you, just right off the cuff, asking it to cool below 70 degrees, situationally, you're going to start having issues. And what I mean by that is, what's the temperature outside? How hot is it outside?
What if it's 85 degrees outside? Is it possible for my house to be 65 degrees inside?
It is possible, but let's keep it in the 70s, okay? Let's keep it in the 70s. You're going to run into situations where it could create a problem. Even though everything is operating normally, you can create problems when you try and ask it to do too much. As a general rule, on the flip side of that, when it's 95, it depends on your home. It depends on the sizing of the equipment. But generally, you're looking at a 15 to 20 degree spread. On that 95 degree day, you might expect 75 to 80 degrees if your air conditioner is sized properly, that sort of thing.
The air conditioner is capable of cooling your home 15 to 20 degrees below the outside temperature.
That's just a very broad general rule, and really it depends on how your air conditioner was sized. That would be a reasonable expectation.
Anything else about best settings for cooling?
Experiment with that blower switch. Try running your blower in the on position, and I challenge you, I bet you're going to notice a difference. Every home has a warm place, a cool place. Those things are evened out dramatically when we run that blower continuously.